Have you ever wondered what it would be like having a pet snake? Owning a pet snake is an alternative if you're hypoallergenic to owning a fur bearing pet. They are magnificent creatures. The way they move around in your hand is just amazing. The way it feels. They all have different personalities, just like you and me. My daughter started keeping snakes 4 years ago. She now has 3 snakes and plans on breeding them in the future. Snakes will be one of the most interesting pets to have. I will be telling you how to keep them, what it would be like to have one, and why you shouldn't be afraid of them. Owning a snake is not the same as owning a cat or a dog. They don't make any noises. You can't teach them tricks like you can a cat or a dog. They don't require your attention. It takes about 30 minutes per week to care for them. Snakes are great for people who have bad allergies. They don't get fur on your furniture. They don't smell. Snakes are also good for people who live in apartments. The only thing snakes need is food, water, and heat. You feed your snakes once a week. They like mice and rats. The size of the biggest part of the snake is how big a rat or a mouse it needs to eat. They need a big enough water bowl to be able to submerge themselves so they can shed properly and so they don't die. Will keep them warm. It helps with humidity. They can't produce heat by themselves. Snakes aren't bad creatures. They only bite you out of fear and if they don't want to be messed with. According to Snake Bites TV, you have to be able to read their body language so you don't get bitten. They will hiss, tense up, and get into a strike position, and that's when you know not to mess with them. You can come back later and mess with them and they'll be fine. As I stated earlier, if you have allergies and you want a pet, a snake is a perfect pet. They are very enjoyable pets to have. They aren't hard to take care of, and they don't require a lot of looking after them. That's why you should get a pet snake. Now, my daughter's going to get a couple of her snakes out and we'll show you. And she's getting one out now. It's actually the smallest snake she has, and it's full grown. What kind of snake is that?
This is a Kenyan sand boa, a male normal. He is about 4 years old.
They're very gentle. Alright, then she's got 2 ball pythons. We'll get one of them out so you can see the ball python. But they're not any trouble to take care of, and she enjoys messing with them, and I don't even know they're here half the time. Now this ball pythons, this is a lot bigger snake. They get about 4 or 5 foot long. This is a female.
She's not even fully grown.
Yeah, and here she is.
She will get about 5.5 feet long. She's going through a shed right now a little bit.
Yeah. How often do they shed?
It's all according to how much they eat.
So,
They'll typically shed about once a month, sometimes more, depending on how much they eat.
Okay, so that's it. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask.